Hey guys, it's Belle, and today I am reviewing a 3-wick DW candle in the scent Sage Melon. So let me go ahead and read you the description, and then I will give you my thoughts on this candle. The website says, glittering honeydew nectar, sweet watermelon, and ripe cantaloupe swirl with dazzling citrus lime, lemon splash cilantro, soft basil, and a hint of sun-warmed sage. So what I get from this is definitely sage and definitely a melon note that isn't super sweet. It kind of reminds me of when people make those melon salads. They're meant to be a little bit more savory, to enjoy melon in a little bit more of a savory way. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like melon with a earthy green kind of note to this. So I can pick out the sage for sure. It definitely adds that earthy quality. But then if I was going to pick one of the melons, it mentions honeydew, watermelon, and cantaloupe. I would say this leans a little bit more toward honeydew. It's not like a really sweet sort of watery melon kind of scent that you would imagine. It has a little bit of a deeper quality as far as melon goes, but it's unmistakably melon for sure. It's just not in its sweetest form. It's not like a juicy watermelon candle or something like that. It's a little bit more on the savory side of melon. I also definitely pick out the lime that they mention in here. They mention citrus, and I can pick out the lime for sure. I don't really get the lemon cilantro as much, but definitely lime, and then of course the sage and the melon combo. So all in all, I think this scent combination is definitely unique, and I think that it smells really beautiful, but I'm extremely disappointed in this candle though because it's not throwing, and that's where my disappointment comes in. I think that if it was executed better, if it had a strong throw, this would definitely be one that I would recommend. So on a scale of 1 to 10, rating the scent throw, I would put this at about a 4, to be totally honest. It's just really not filling up my house. It's not even hardly filling up a single room. I can detect it, but I've moved it around a little bit, and it seems to be just consistently light no matter the size of the room. So that's where I'm disappointed in it. Also, another sort of nitpicky disappointment is the fact that the jar is a really pretty deep green. The wax is also green, and when it pulls out, it deepens into this super dark green color, and I'm just being nitpicky, but it's really difficult to read the label. I've actually had to burn this down quite a bit just to get it to the point where I felt comfortable reviewing it so you guys could see the jar, because until this point you could not read any of the letters. So I feel like as far as packaging is concerned, I would have liked to have seen maybe a little more contrast so that the name stands out a little more. Maybe that doesn't bother some of you, but for me that's just being nitpicky. I just don't really love the packaging on this one. And then as far as the burn quality goes, I am actually having really good luck with this candle. My last DW that I burned was Sweet Pea Pomegranate, and I actually had puny wicks and issues with it pulling out, and I was really overall just disappointed in it. This particular candle is actually burning flawlessly. The wicks are not quite as strong as when I was burning my Wild Honey Nectar. Those flames were just amazingly strong. So this is kind of in between. It's good enough where it pulls out every time, doesn't cause me any issues, but every now and then I'm like, oh, is it going to be, am I going to have puny wicks here? Because it just kind of looks like it temporarily, but then it seems to recover and correct itself. So overall though, it's been a really nice burner, so I am happy with that. I bought my jar at TJ Maxx. It was $7.99, and of course you can find them at, Winners, HomeSense if you're in Canada, and then at the US, you can get them at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods. But I would not recommend it. I just don't think it's worth your money. I think that, like I said, the scent combination is interesting and it's actually really beautiful, but because it's not throwing, I don't think that it's a good candle for you to spend your money on. I will tell you though, if you do come across it, pick it up and smell it, because there was something about this scent that just was so familiar to me, and I couldn't place where I had smelled it before, and then it dawned on me one day. I think it smells like one of those Mr. Sketch markers from the 80s. So if you're an 80s child, you definitely need to smell this, because to me, it reminds me of one of those markers. I don't know which one, which scent it is, but I think that's what it smells like to me. Just for maybe like a little trip down memory lane, pick one up if you do come across it, and just see if it brings back any memories of when you had those markers. So anyway, you guys, that is it for my review on Sage Melon. Definitely save your money on this one. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.